Good morning and welcome to Listed Plus. I'm your host, Tracy Lynn. Grab your cup of coffee because for the next half hour, I'm going to be giving you lots of tips, ideas, and advice from our local experts. And don't forget the hottest new listings in your area. On today's show, we're talking with our local experts on a variety of topics. We have a viewer question coming in from Kim, and our featured agent profile is with Rod Frank from Remax Escarpment. And you don't want to miss our home tour at 7 Baptist Church Road. And now we present to you the hottest new listings in your area. Incredible is the only way to describe 634 Old Dundas Road. This fabulous, stunning custom home in Ancaster's most sought-after area. Breathtaking entrance with grand staircase, spectacular finishes and design. Soaring ceilings, chef's dream kitchen, granite throughout, hardwood floors throughout, spacious bedrooms. The master bedroom is a couple's retreat. Gorgeous ensuite with every lady's dream walk-in closet with large balcony overlooking the huge mature lot, fully landscaped with cabana and hot tub. Must get inside, it shows 10++. Call Joe Rosati from Home Life at 905-574-6400. Open house today between 2:15 and 3:15. This is the home you've been waiting for, located at 65 Gilchrist Street in Hamilton. Amazing 2-bedroom in-law suite with separate side entrance. West Hamilton location near all amenities, schools, parks, shopping, near Ancaster Meadowlands, near highway access, and more. All brick, spacious, large 1-story bungalow. Skylights in the kitchen to make it bright. Large master bedroom with sliding walkout to large deck. Fenced yard, sunny south exposure, 3+2 bedrooms, shows very well. Call Al Cosentino, Remax Escarpment at 905-570-9997. Steve from Vartanian took us on site this week, and he's talking about preparing for the install of hardwood flooring. Steve, we're here at Mars Homes at the Phase 2 at Azure Community, and you're installing the hardwood floor, but I've noticed that the baseboards are off. So if we have you coming over to our home because we purchased some flooring, question, do we take the baseboards off or do we leave them on?
Good question. Okay, there's two processes. One, if the baseboards are off, what we do in the sense of the install is we install the wood a little tighter to the wall, and that way if the baseboards go on, it covers up the gap. And that's an effect and a look that some people like. They don't want necessarily another piece of trim between their baseboard and between their hardwood.
Okay.
So if the rest of the house around the ceramic and everywhere else in the house has the baseboard nice and even, then when you continue on to the hardwood, you get the same visual.
Okay, so what if we can't take that baseboard off? You mentioned, is it that little piece that we see on the baseboard?
There's two options. One, you can use a cord round. A lot of times you can buy the cord round. It comes pre-primed in a white paint, and if the baseboards are already painted white, then it's just a matter of putting a second coat on.
Okay.
The other option is you can use a product which is doorstop. It's actually the piece of molding that is in the door jamb that prevents the door from swinging right through.
Okay.
You can use that, or it's also referred to as shoe mold. In that case, the baseboard stays on to the wall. You leave a small proportionate gap that the shoe mold would cover, and then you simply attach that on there afterward.
What's the process? You come into the home and you're laying the floor. What am I to expect?
What we do in essence is that we like to start by tacking on near the tiles and then sorting out the boards as we go. When we do sort those boards out, it allows us to find flaws in the boards. Boards do have flaws because they are natural wood. But it also allows us to get a proper range of spacing between the boards so the the distances between the boards have a significant space between them.
If someone is replacing or considering replacing their flooring, are we going to get more value for our home if we're selling it if we choose the hardwood over laying carpet again?
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
For sure. And actually, you'll get more value with wood than you will with laminate. Laminate will give you a really, really nice look, but laminate still doesn't carry the value that the true hardwood really does carry, or engineered hardwood for that matter.
Well, if somebody's in the market for some new flooring, where would they find information on you?
VartanianRugs.com.
Well, thank you very much for your tips today.
My pleasure.
Custom built Cape Cod and family friendly Jarvis, located at 31 Peel Street. Check out this lovingly cared for 3+1 bedroom, 1.5 bathroom. Supremely updated beauty situated on a park-like 90 by 130 foot with no neighbors in the rear. Excellent neighborhood surrounded by similar well-maintained properties. Walking distance to downtown and all amenities. Nice landscaping, paved drive and brick exterior. Curb appeal galore. Large country-style eating kitchen, stunning hardwood floors, main floor bedroom, and gorgeous decor highlight this great main floor layout. 3 spacious upper-level bedrooms and huge lower-level rec room, offering over 2,500 square feet of finished square footage. For more information, call Chuck Hogater from Remax Escarpment at 905-545-1188. 1825 square feet of living space awaits you in this beautifully crafted, custom semi-detached home in Alton Village at 4261 Mervale Avenue in Burlington. This well-maintained home features several custom upgrades not available in other models. A spacious sunken foyer with 2-piece powder room welcomes you as you pass through the bright entryway. Dark hardwood flooring throughout the main floor and second floor hallway make for easy carpet-free living. Whether it's the holidays or just another Saturday night, the open concept custom kitchen that opens to both the living room and dining room gives you plenty of space to entertain friends and family. The second level contains a spacious 3-bedroom plan, giving you extra room with plenty of storage. The large deck in the backyard is great for company and cuts down on the time for lawn maintenance. For more information, call James Mink, Colwell Banker at 905-484-2753. And now we're talking about your options when it comes to investing in Hamilton with Trevor from Dominion Lending Centers. Trevor, Hamilton's evolved rapidly in the last couple of years. What's your view on it from an investment point of view?
I think Hamilton is one of the better places, if not the best place to invest in Ontario. All sorts of amazing things going on. We're seeing some international investors now come to Hamilton, and investors from Toronto as well are coming our way.
But why? Why Hamilton all of a sudden?
Yeah, it's, bang for your buck, I guess, is probably the best way to put it. Valuations in Hamilton versus, a Mississauga or even closer to Toronto are a lot better here. And the upside is even that much better too.
Now, what type of mortgages are being offered to somebody who is investing?
Right. So we're seeing, like I said, international investors and others from Toronto coming our way. We have rental properties or investor-type mortgages. Some of these investors are professional investors, and so some of them like to put, the new property in a corporate name, and those are things we can do. With a 20% down payment, you could get a rental-type mortgage or an investor mortgage is what we call them.
So what type of things are going on in the city of Hamilton that makes investors say, hey, you know what, this is a really good place to invest in?
Right. I think, obviously the Pan Am Games are coming our way, but we're also seeing the GO Station evolve. And from a business perspective, that's connecting Hamilton to Toronto and even eventually into the Niagara region.
So are you seeing investors coming in more frequently into the city?
We are, and there's actually been an influx of investors this year, and I think over the next few years we're going to see that as well. I failed to mention McMaster as well, so we're seeing a lot of students coming into the city as well, and they need a place to stay. Investors want to have that option too.
So when you talk about investors and mortgages, are we also talking about rental homes as well? Like you mentioned, people coming into McMaster.
Right, and that's exactly what it is. An investor mortgage is a rental home. Some of the properties an investor will purchase and they'll rent out rooms, and there is a mortgage lender for that. Some people will buy a single family dwelling, and there is a mortgage lender for that sort of thing as well.
Where can somebody go to get more information if they're curious about or even wanting to get an investor's mortgage?
Yeah, they can go to my website, trevordaly.ca.
Great. Well, thank you so much for your time today.
Thanks, Tracy.
Unit 19 at 409 Niagara Street in St. Catharines. Enjoy carefree living in a small and well-maintained upscale complex, minutes to the QEW and surrounded by amenities. This stylish town offers an open main floor design, stunning espresso kitchen with granite counters and breakfast bar, plus corner gas fireplace and dining area that walks out to your own deck. 3 spacious bedrooms are all bright and offers tons of closet space, and the laundry room is on this level as well. The basement area is unfinished and ready for your ideas. Did we mention the snow removal service includes your driveway as well? For more information or to arrange an appointment to view this property, please call Mauro Pezzolato, Remax Escarpment at 905-545-1188. 1015 Lakeshore Road in Selkirk. This ultra-clean executive-style 10-year new brick bungalow on mature treed 1.28-acre lot on scenic Lakeshore Road offers partially lake views, a budding peaceful backyard, farm fields, includes front and rear manicured ponds, short stroll to area beaches, relaxing 40 to 45-minute commute to Hamilton, and 403 within minutes. Features approximately 1,800 square feet on the main floor, includes open concept kitchen with sit-up peninsula breakfast bar, highlighted with cathedral ceilings, and bright airy dinette area with walkout to a private rear covered screen-in sun porch. Main floor continues with front living room sporting lake-facing picture windows. Inviting front foyer, and so much more. Don't hesitate, call Peter Hogaterp from Remax Escarpment at 905-545-1188. And now joining us is Andrew from Hemco Heating and Cooling, and he's discussing your options when it comes to converting from oil to gas. Andrew, what's the process when it comes to converting from oil to gas? Because I'm assuming it's not a one-day procedure or project that I'm going to be working on.
No, it's usually something you'd want to call a qualified contractor. So if you're interested, depending on the area you're in, whether you're in Enbridge Territory or Union Gas, you're going to go on their site. They're going to have a list of qualified contractors. Hemco's on the list for both companies. And you're going to basically have these people come to your home. They're going to assess what's needed to be done, where the meter's going to go, what you may want to put on gas, and what fuel you're currently running. Now, if you already are on forced air with oil, it's a little easier transaction. We're just basically changing the actual appliance, a little bit of minor ductwork changes, and then basically adding the gas meter. It's about a 6 to 8 week wait on average, and I do recommend there is a cutoff before Christmas. So right now we're already getting into the point where unless you get it done by the next week, you're probably talking early next year. And they basically put you in the queue, and then once we fill out an application, once the service is installed, we're notified via email that it's installed. We contact you again. We arrange basically to do the job, run the gas piping, and have the gas company come hang the meter and turn it on. They do a visual inspection, and you're up and going. The actual work would take 1 day. Getting the gas to your home is the timeline.
Okay, so be proactive.
Be proactive with this. I always recommend clients that want to do it, start it in the summer is ideal. So if you had a few days where you didn't have an appliance on or there was a lag, you're not without heat. If you were to do it in the winter, you might be waiting an extra day. Let's say the gas company has an emergency and they can't get there to hang the meter. You might be out a day or two to get the gas turned on.
But why do I want to convert from oil and go to gas?
It's usually fuel savings for most clients. So in our market, where we're situated in more of an urban market, gas is significantly cheaper to operate. If you're in a rural community, there's arguments for either propane or oil, but the gas lines aren't available. But gas on average are significantly, usually 30 to 40% less, if not 50% less than what you're spending on fuel right now.
Okay, now let's talk about regulating the temperatures in our home, because I find that there's certain rooms where it's either colder or warmer compared to the other ones. So how do I manage that?
Usually it's something you'd want to call a professional in to do. You can do some minor adjustments called balancing the system, where you'd go and basically close off registers to a certain room to kind of direct heat to a different area and see if that satisfies the demand. Ultimately, a zoning system or ductwork can be done. That's a little bit more of an expensive procedure, but balancing the system usually can be done by a contractor on a basic service call, or some homeowners can do it yourself. But try it with a few rooms, closing the vents off in the basement for the for the summer to push the cold air up, and then maybe moving around some registers in the winter to adjust the heat to where you want it. Our bedroom where no one's home, Sons of Wayne University, close the vents off, force the air to the master bedroom.
So some great tips for our viewers. Where can somebody go to get more information on that?
Hamco.ca.
Great. Well, thank you so much for your time today.
You're welcome.
Extraordinary location for this charismatic home situated high on a hill overlooking the Grand River in Caledonia. Welcome to 62 Caithness Street West. Set your patio furniture up on the large covered front porch to fully appreciate these views, offering extensive use of hardwood flooring and oversized baseboards. Main floor has a room for every occasion, including a formal dining room with a fireplace, living room, parlor, eating kitchen, and a convenient powder room. The second floor offers 4 generous-sized bedrooms, hardwood flooring, and a 4-piece bathroom. The third level is a great teenage escape featuring a large games room and a potential 5th bedroom. Don't hesitate, call Peter Van Duel Remax Escarpment at 905-575-5478. A must-see in person to truly appreciate the character and charm of this home at 134 Mountain Park Avenue. Prestigious Mountain Park Avenue, scenic views of the Brow, 2.5-story, 4+1 bedrooms, 2 full bathrooms, original hardwood, sun porch, fenced yard with deck, formal rooms, large kitchen. Updates include electrical, shingles, some windows, bathrooms, side drive, lots of natural light and neutral decor ready for you to add your personality. Lots of space inside and out for a family and entertaining. There's a room for everyone in your family. To book your private viewing, call Rod Frank, Remax Escarpment at 905-575-5478. As always, here at Listed Plus, we like to keep you connected to your community. Our viewer question comes in from Kim, and she has a painting question. Ken, we have a viewer question from Kim. She lives in Hamilton, and she wants to know if it's easy to paint her fireplace, all that brick that she has there.
Kim, that's a great question. I actually get that probably about 2 to 3 times a month. An old fireplace can be old brick, doesn't look good. A quick answer is yes, you can paint it. Make sure it's clean, put a quality primer on it, and then you can do it up in just about any finish you want. If you want it to sort of blend into your walls, I recommend going with a flat finish so it's very subtle. If you want to make it a centerpiece, put a semi-gloss or a gloss on it so it stands out and it's that featured centerpiece in the middle of your room.
If Kim has any more questions, how can she find you?
She can visit us online at standardpaint.ca. She can visit our Facebook page. She can follow me at Twitter at standardpaintwp, or she can come into the store at 2279 Fairview Street in Burlington.
Thank you.
Thanks, Tracy Lynn.
Starward Homes wants you to love where you live. And with this in mind, Starward Homes introduces their newest community, Country Ridge Estates. Estate-inspired country living close to the city. Located at 20 Road between Miles Road and Upper James, Country Ridge Estates has a lot to offer. It includes various lot sizes ranging from 40 feet to 50 feet, as well as 11 unique floor plans. With a great view of green space and loads of amenities just a few minutes away, Country Ridge strives to give you the peace and quiet of the country with perks of city living. This community is the perfect place to love where you live. You must see the model home located at 8105 20 Road East. Peter Hogerterp of Remax Escarpment is taking us on a personal tour today of his listing at 7 Baptist Church Road. Welcome to 7 Baptist Church Road. I'm here with Peter Hogerterp from Remax. Peter, describe the property and the location.
The property is a country property bordered by an equestrian farm. It's on a paved road on the eastern outskirts of Brant County, conveniently located about 10 minutes commuting distance to Ancaster's downtown core, with about similar distance to major transportation centers. So excellent for a commuter.
as soon as I drove up to the property, the listing, beautiful home. Like you said, it's a country custom-built home. Now let's talk about when you walk in. The flow and the layout is absolutely gorgeous. So how would you describe that?
The original owners, and this was built in 2004, they had 2,600 square feet on the main level, and they were utilizing it for themselves, but they also kept in mind that, in the future it'd be ideal for a growing family type home. So they finished the basement. It has a desired feature, a walkout, which gives it an airy, open feeling. Not only does it have 3 bedrooms on the main level, it has 3 bedrooms downstairs in a fully finished basement. So there's probably 5,200 square feet or over 5,000 square feet of tastefully finished living area here.
So lots of features in this home, lots of really neat details.
Oh yeah, the attention to detail is evidenced throughout. From the Italian porcelain tile that is complemented with all the hardwood and the custom milled trim to the cherry cabinetry in the kitchen, multi-leveled ceilings, recessed lighting. It's just a beautiful place to show.
Peter, we're in my most favorite part of the house, and it's the kitchen. And I have to say, the layout of it is absolutely gorgeous. And again, going back to attention to details. Can you describe this room?
It's a custom built cherry kitchen, multi-leveled cabinetry, giving it lots of flair, lots of style. Mm-hmm. Beautiful large window. You have views of paddocks, glass subway tile style backsplash. Gives it lots of wow and pop. Mm-hmm. Large dinette area, breakfast bar, nice little wine rack.
Yes, and I was saying it's great because no matter what, entertaining always happens in the kitchen, so you need to have the space and the layout.
So true.
To accommodate your family and friends.
Mm-hmm. So true. The kitchen is, I've always found to be the most integral part in a dwelling, and they obviously took that in mind when they built this home, and this is a beautiful kitchen.
Peter, we've moved on to the great room, and it's a perfect spot to spend the holidays this year. It's very warm and cozy. Can you tell me a little bit more about the details here?
This room exudes beautiful trade ceiling, again complemented with recessed lighting. We see the 4-paneled garden door walkout to a glass enclosed maintenance-free deck. Just beautiful. It flows to the foyer, which is oversized and grand. And then obviously it flows to the adjacent rooms, the bedrooms on one side, and the formal dining room and principal bath on the other side, other wing.
So tell me more about the master bedroom, because it's very unique. I mean, the homeowners didn't just move into this home, they designed it and they built it.
That's correct. The neat feature there is it has a large walk-in closet with custom-built cabinetry for all the things that especially women desire.
Yes, and a nice spot for shoes in there.
Exactly. The neat thing was there was a second bedroom that's adjacent. They decided to open that up, so it does have access to the ensuite and the master bedroom, which makes that unique.
Well, Peter, thank you very much for taking me on a personal tour of this home. It's absolutely gorgeous. If somebody is interested and they want to get their own personal tour, where would they find the information on that?
peterandchuck.com is the best site to go on.
Great. Well, thank you for your time today.
Oh, I appreciate it.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Our featured agent profile is with Rod Frank of RE/MAX Escarpment. Rod, how long have you been in the real estate industry?
26 years now.
So why did you become a real estate agent?
Well, I was just finished university, and it was the boom of '88 was on, and houses were selling fast. And as a young man, I thought this would be a great business to get into to hopefully make my fortunes.
So you got a taste of real estate, you enjoyed it, and you've seen the market go really good to the market go really bad.
That was the story. 88, 89, I didn't really know what I was doing as I got in March of '88, and it was just fantastic. Prices were going up, houses were selling like hotcakes, and then 90 came and kind of the crash of the 90s, and it lasted for about 6 years with dropping prices, about 5% a year from 90 to about 95, and then about 96 it leveled off, and then it kind of just stayed level to about 2002, and then we've been on a run for the last 12 years since then. Basically, it's been pretty good.
Let's talk about your team.
Sure.
Because it evolves too, just like the market. Mm-hmm. And you stick out when it comes to being a team leader? Because you don't only just have people come on board, but you actually educate them and teach them and take them along the journey of real estate.
Well, that's the whole benefit of the team. I mean, they get the benefit that I've been in the business a long time. We've been marketing to lots of people, doing lots of advertising. So I hope it's a fairly well-known name, the Rod Frank name, when people talk about real estate in Hamilton. And it just brings them up to stuff so much quicker. An average career in real estate, you're 3-4 years. If you sell a house in the first 6 months, you're lucky. And basically what we do, within 3 months, it's the same as them having 3 years experience. And by the time they've got a couple years in, it's the same as being a seasoned realtor with 10 or 15 years. They're doing more business. They're just being coached by several of the more experienced agents on the team, coached by myself. We have meetings every week. We talk about what clients are looking for, how to serve their needs better. Basically, it's just a better service, better systems. The agents know exactly what they're doing, and it makes for happy clients.
And your real estate people that you take on board with you, they really become part of the Rod Frank team, like the whole branding and what you stand for.
That's right. And, we get quite a few people, I talked to quite a few people over the year, but kind of for ourselves, of course you want to get people that are going to work hard and be successful and have a great outlook in it, to it. But a lot of it is people that are easygoing, easy to get along with, hardworking, because we're all going to work with them. And it's really, for having so many people, there's just no drama. It's a super happy bunch. Everybody does well. Everybody works together. If you ask someone for help, anyone on the team will give, a newer agent or someone lots of time. And they get rewarded from it, and not financially, but just in their own own perspective, to help someone else out. And it's working fantastic. It really is. I mean, everybody kind of works together, and we're very fortunate. Everyone gets along. We go for some team lunches every now and then, and everyone gets along. We have. I don't know if people are hanging out after work and this kind of thing, but the work environment's fantastic. Everybody's happy, and there's not a whole lot of problems or interaction of negativity between everybody.
That's great. 26 years of success. Where can somebody go to get more information on you?
They can go to our website at www.rodfrank.ca, or they can just Google Rod Frank, and it'll pop right up. They can call us, and we can come out and talk to them about real estate in general. There's no cost or obligation, or if they're buying or selling. I mean, you want to get buying a house or selling a home is most people's largest investment, whether they're selling or buying. And, you just don't want to have costly mistakes. If the market's going up, whether you buy high or buy the wrong home, but man, oh man, it can really be a negative experience in people's lives if they buy the wrong house and it turns out to be a nightmare, because they're easy to get into sometimes and hard to get out of if you bought the wrong home, or the market can change on you. You might be... that's what I experienced back in 88 and 90. You'd sell a young couple a home, they'd call me back in 3 or 4 years, and the house was worth $20,000 less than what they paid, and they had no equity, and it was, it was just a kind of a very negative. You were a dream taker, not a dream maker back in those days.
Well, thank you very much for your time today.
You're very welcome,
Thanks.
Tracy. It was nice seeing you again.
Well, that's it. Hard to believe that the show is over. Thanks for welcoming us into your home again this week. If you would like to be part of our show, talk to your real estate sales representative. And if you have a real estate or home decor question, email me at tracy@listedplus.ca. Stop by our Facebook page for tips, ideas, and advice from our local experts. Pick up your free copy of Our Homes magazine, available on newsstands near you. And we don't want to forget, a big happy birthday goes out to my dad, and I know he's watching. Have a great week.